How's it going, people? It is Liam Caddison here with episode number 8 of season 3 for Once Upon a Time. Yeah, intrigued to discover this episode. There is that factor that I kind of have an inkling about what this episode might entail because some people annoyingly can't help themselves, but hey ho. But still, it's been a thing that I have been very, very curious on seeing for, I guess, ever since it was brought up this season. So yeah, it will be very, very interesting to go into this episode. Really enjoyed the last episode, especially with us revisiting Storybrooke again, because we've spent so much time in Neverland and a bit in the Enchanted Forest. But yeah, it was really, really good to encounter the Darlings as well. Or, well, all the Darlings. I was going to say that Michael and John, 2/3 of the Darlings, but yeah, we also saw Wendy, who is in Neverland, who was the other prisoner, and yeah, it was just very, very great stuff. So I'm excited to check out this episode of Once Upon a Time. This is episode number 8 of season 3. Let's go.
She'll have her a pint. How rude.
He took all of our money.
Yes, but I'll figure something out. I always do.
Ooh, there we go. Ah. It's been a thing that I've been wanting to see the younger Rumpel.
The land will awaken from its slumber. Tonight, the heart of the truest believer shall fulfill its destiny. And with it, our destiny. Tonight, Henry saves magic.
What he's been waiting for all this time.
You know, despite our differences, I always count on you.
I've got you a present. A friend. Someone to be at your side.
Oh, is that the doll?
Who will be with you when I cannot?
He had. Oh, shoot.
Give it a name. Names always make things better. They make them real. Trust me.
Gold.
The thought of leaving you, Emma, it kills me. But there's
But
nothing we
it
can
also
do if
kills
you
her
don't have a
leaving
gun.
David, so it's a lose-lose situation.
But back because you knew he'd spill your secret.
It's a good job you weren't in the caves.
To rescue him from Pan.
It all makes sense. You left before we even made sure. You wanted to get to Henry first.
Uh-oh, it's getting hairy.
So
You could start a new life, but it cannot be with your father.
But he's coming back from...
Just seeing the parallels
The truth
to
is, he's at the pub.
Rumpel and his father and Bay and Rumpel. Yeah.
Family can be a strength.
History
But it can
really
also
did
be
repeat
a
itself.
burden. And your father will all...
Look at me. You so much as lift a finger to perform magic, you can spend an eternity in this box.
Ho, 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 ho.
let's go.
I mean, there's an understanding between this frosty reception, but...
You may think you know who you're up against. You don't.
Then tell me.
Where'd you get that? Do you know how much money a bean like that would fetch?
No, it's mine.
Oh,
I
no.
Give it away.
You don't understand.
Understand
Greed.
being
There we
can take
go.
us someplace where no one knows us. Where we can be a family.
Dang.
Start. Think, lovely thoughts. And in my sleep, I would travel to the most wonderful place.
What was it called?
Say it. Say it.
Neverland.
There we go. Oh,
And that's where
no.
we should go.
Well, this is not going to end up well.
But you're gonna save David because it's the right thing to do. No deals, no favors, understand?
Neil.
Fine. I'll do as you ask.
Not everything has to be an IOU.
An adult. My name's Emma. I'm looking for my son.
Oh, shoot.
Do I know you?
It's Bellfire.
Did you know each other?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, we do.
Can it really be you? Not after you told us that your mother and father were both dead.
You told her I was dead.
Oh.
You didn't tell the truth. My own father abandoned
Ow.
me.
You know what? That's gonna sting harder than the Dream Shade.
He needs it to save himself.
What do you mean?
Pan's dying. He needs the heart of
Good.
the truest believer to absorb all the magic in Neverland. And once he does,
And keeps that immortality
he
in
will
a
be
sense.
immortal.
Yeah.
All powerful.
And what happens to Henry?
He dead.
Well, it's a truth.
Tell him yourself when you get back from Dead Man's Peak. Gold can carry you back in Storybrooke. We just need to bring some of the water with us. You didn't give up.
There's a hope.
Thank you.
Well, apparently that's the only things I need these days.
Tink and I'll take care of things here.
I want to fly.
And fly. Ba-doo. Oh, shoot.
Hello? Someone there?
Ooh-ah.
You have to believe.
I'm trying, but it doesn't work.
Because you don't belong.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, shoot.
How did you do that?
The spell is designed to keep anyone who casts a shadow from entering.
And you don't have one. You're
'Cause he
telling
sent
the
it
truth about
away.
ripping your shadow off.
And Pan knows it.
This
why
is.
he casts the
He
spell
was
again.
taking every
This isn't
precaution.
about keeping you out. It's about drawing me in. He knows I won't give up the chance to finish what I came here to do.
You really did come here to save Henry.
I gave you my trust with that box. Now I need you to give it back.
Follow my lead.
Ooh. That's sweet. That is really, really sweet.
Can fly again. Just like I was when I was a boy.
How?
By letting go of the thing that is holding me back. You.
Oh, shh. Oh, shh. Oh, for...
It's not a monster, Rumble. It's a friend. It's part of the island. And after I do
That cowardice. Wait, whoa, 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 wait a second! Wait a second! Is Pan Rumple's father? What the fuck?
Hello, laddie. Still haven't told the others who I really am. Not even your own son.
You are shitting me!
Because you're nothing but a coward to me.
We both know if that were true, I'd already be.
Don't think for a moment I believe it's because you care for me.
But I do. All you have to do is put down that box.
All this time he was goading Rumple about his father. It was...
We
Oh.
can make the fresh start you always wanted. Together. Just as we planned. Nothing fake. With the real one. Well, let's see what it can do.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry.
You bastard!
You had your chance. The choice was yours.
Fuck!
Didn't exist. It was created when you made the decision to stay here.
The giant
This is
scar.
how everything's... Oh.
Glorious. What's the hourglass for?
It represents the magic fueling your youth, the magic allowing you to stay here.
Oh! He's on a trial.
Your youth won't be taken.
I will find a way. I believe.
This is how everything... Oh my goodness. My brain's taking a battering with everything that's just came... Oh no.
Time to save magic. Neverland will become your new home. I know it's a huge sacrifice.
I
but
mean,
isn't it
this
worth
is it, because his body won't leave the...
Heroes have to make sacrifices all the time.
No, Henry!
They'd be proud if they could see you now. Because you're about to save them all.
Oh.
You're alive?
Hiya, buddy. I need you to listen to me. Pan is lying to you.
Pleasure to see you too, Bellfire. An evil queen.
Henry, you need to get away from him now. He's trying to hurt you.
Oh, he's got his heart. He's
believer. It's what's gonna save magic. It's gonna save all of you.
It's
No,
gonna kill you.
You have to choose now. We're running out of time.
We believe in you.
Because we love you.
Come on, Henry.
More
Come on.
than anything.
I love you too. But I have to save magic.
No! 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 Come on! No! Henry! God damn it! No! You little shit! Oh my God, Henry! Oh, there has to be a way to. You are the worst. You are the worst. Ah! Oh my God! This is so stressful. Oh, there's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a way. I mean, he had a near death moment in season 1. This is not his end. Holy bloody mac and cheese balls. That was a lot. That episode was a lot. Especially the final 10 minutes. Like I said in the last episode, and I guess indicating it in this episode, I came into this episode with the idea that we would finally get to explore Rumpel's relationship with his father. So, yeah. I was not expecting Rumpel's father to be Peter Pan. That really batters my head around. Like, there's a moment where I just blue screened just from the sheer disbelief from it, because if you told me like that Peter Pan was his father, well, I mean, that would be treading on spoiler territory, of course. But, you know, it's that hypothetical. I would just, yeah, dismiss it. It's just ludicrous. But yeah. And now Pan's immortal. And there's got to be a way. I mean, there's got to be a way to get Henry back, of course, as well as to stop that immortality. But the game has just been turned harder, and I mean, it was already like pulling teeth with This season has just been insanity. I feel like those last 10 minutes especially were definitely yeah. I feel like this episode was probably my favorite of the season. Well, I think it definitely is, but like I said, those last 10 minutes were really testing my mind. Just the idea that Pan is Rumpel's father is just a crazy concept which works, especially with the selfishness of Rumpel's father, and how there is that connection with power at the end of the day with Pan and Rumpel, and when Rumpel had Bellfire. So, oh my goodness. And now Pan's just off to his great-grandson. It's still something that I'm needing to process, the idea that Pan is Rumpel's father. Not just that though, but there's the doll and that idea as well, so the significance there. And you just think back to this season, especially when when Rumpel was being goaded about his father, and at the end of the day, Pan was yo. I'm really nervous for the next episode. Like, I'm really curious about how we're going to get Rumpel out of Pandora's box, because Pan revealed that, hey, I got the real one here, so that's not going to work, buddy. How we're going to bring Henry back, because I'm not going to accept the fact that he's dead. We did this rodeo in season 1. And we managed to get Henry on his feet. We're not going to be dealing with Pan being immortal, and there's going to be a way to, yeah. Yeah. And just the idea that he conceptualized Neverland, Rumpel's father. Not just that, though, but turned into a child that didn't want to grow up again, and sought this quest to seek immortality, to make sure that he could try and find a way out of his trial, basically, or to extend that. When you keep making multiple accounts, and he didn't want the full trial to expire, so thus it explains why he was after Henry, because Henry's heart would give him that immortality, and not just that, though, but his youth to be eternalized. So this season has just been nuts. It's just been insane, and this episode was a testament to that, especially with the closing 10 minutes. Yeah. I'm just wondering if the whole prophecy about the boy will be, I don't know. Because now that Pan has been revealed to be Rumpel's father, I am wondering if that prophecy is going to be shifted, whereas it was thought to be Henry and Rumpel, it's going to shift to Pan and Rumpel somehow. I'm not sure. But I'm thinking, because prophecy's very, very tricky, and, with everything happening with Rumpel being in, Pandora's box and all that, the boy maybe will... I don't know. Because this whole idea of Pandora's box, Rumpel wanted to trap Pan into it. And instead, Pan tricked him. And I'm not sure. Because it's also like, I don't know. I really have no idea. Yeah, that was just insane. That was just a really, really insane twist. And it's just going on parallels to the whole Darth Vader situation with Luke, really, isn't it? Like, not only did it give that, like, whole join me, we can do this together, and the fact that Rumpel even said that Pan destroyed his father, in the same vein of Vader killed Anakin. And it's not far off, because we know that Vader disposed of Anakin. He even mentions it himself. Anakin Skywalker is dead. Like, he mentioned that in Rebels as well. Like, he's mentioned that a few times. He mentions Anakin as if he was a separate person. It's the same with Rumpel's father and Pan. They are separate people. And it's not just that, though, but like Vader with Anakin, he takes on a completely new appearance, that is an appearance that I guess is very, very distinctive, because Pan's appearance is going to be more distinctive than Rumpel's father, right? And that's the same with Vader, because that armor is going to be a lot more distinctive. So there are those parallels, and as well as the whole "I am your father" bit. So yeah, and it's not the first time that I've made Star Wars parallels, I guess, with this show. So that I may as well do the whole Vader Pan situation. So yeah, but yeah, I really liked how this episode gave you a look about how cruel Rumpel's father was, because it's been mentioned before about the cowardice of Rumpel's father, and there seemingly were seeds of similarity with Bay and Rumpel, as well as Rumpel and his father, and we finally got to see an exploration of that, as well as how Pan came to be, because Rumpel's father was so obsessed with the idea of being able to fly, with the idea of having all of this possibility, and he didn't blink about the idea of letting of detaching himself from Rumpel, because he was a crutch to getting what he wants. So, and there is a bit more of a sadder atmosphere with Rumpel and Bay, of course, because of course Rumpel was so knee deep into power, but his heart broke when he was separated from Bay. Unlike well, there was a little bit of tears from Rumpel and from Rumpel's father, but there is a greater impact on Rumpel. So yeah, and there is a more heartbreaking journey with Rumpel's journey on reuniting with his son. Whereas there is this more malevolent atmosphere, I guess, with Pan, in my opinion. So yeah. So I just really love exploring the parallels in this episode, as well as the first kind of seeds with Rumpel and the whole spinning wheel. I really like that, as you know, that connecting the bridge there. So yeah. But wow, what a great episode. As well as the whole concept of imagination, it can conjure your desires, and how Rumpel's father conceptualized, like I said, Neverland. So, and how that shadow that's the first time we've heard that shadow creature have a voice, really. So, and it was quite daunting. So, yeah, very interesting stuff. But yeah, I just really loved how this episode explored the relationship with Rumpel and his father, as well as those parallels with Rumpel to his son, and how power really corrupted both father figures. As well as everything else that was happening, the whole reunion as well with Neil and Wendy, that was really great stuff, as well as the awkwardness as well when Rumpel found out that Wendy was told that Neil's father was dead. So yeah, that was awkward. But again, there's those parallels, because when Rumpel was returned, I guess, he told a story about how he told a different story to what is actually the case, like Neil did with Wendy. So but it was really great to see, not just that, but also how Neil was getting at Rumpel, saying, "Hey, you're gonna save David's life because it's the right thing to do. It's not an eye for an eye situation. You're gonna do this because it's the right thing to do. Because we found a way, seemingly, to I just expect something to just go to hell, because why not? But we have seemingly found a way to save David, as I've kind of expected that was going to be the case. There's going to be a way for David to escape Neverland, and not die. So, like I said, I do have expectations that something's going to happen, but we'll see. But yeah, I need to process that episode, because I can't, like, the thing that's on top of my mind right now is Peter Pan is Rumpel's father, and I cannot get over it. It's, yeah. But yeah, what a superb episode. Loved it so much, and I'm nervous for the next episode. There's got to be a way to get Henry back. There's got to be a way to have Pan, like, to remove him from his immortality, Because the way that we are setting things up with this episode, I feel like the next episode is going to be the final episode of the Neverland arc, kind of like how episode 9 of last season was kind of like the last kind of episode of that situation. But I'm not sure if Pan is going to, be trapped in Pandora's box, or, which would be very fitting, Pandora's box, Pan, as I said in the last episode. But, or if he's going to be like Korra, somehow still be an influence. We leave Neverland, but Pan's still going to be a bit of a bother for some time. So we'll just have to wait and see. All I know is my brain can't cope right now. So, but yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my VG Feeds channel if you want to. But guys, enjoy this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!